Guys, welcome back to ESO Daily. I'm your host, Mysticraven. All right, just got done watching ESO live stream. They had technical difficulties, to say the least. It took them an hour to set up even a webcam broadcast. So I don't know if anybody's watched it. It's pretty poor quality, but hey, thumbs up. Thanks, Gina, Jessica, Rich, Mike. Thank you guys for putting it out there, giving us the updates. Really cool stuff. So to my viewers, I'm going to let you guys know about some of the details that's going on and what they actually talked about. Okay, so all of the upcoming changes will be live on PTS Monday. Now, I have not got an official statement whether or not I will be permitted to stream these changes. I'm anticipating I will be. I will go ahead, submit a ticket. Hopefully Gina will get a hold of me and let me know. I'll either be on that tonight or tomorrow. So Gina, if you're watching, if you can just, shoot me a ticket, respawn before sending, that'd be cool, or an email, that'd be awesome. If not, anticipate one. All right, so player housing storage has been confirmed. It is official. So you're going to get 306. You're going to be able to get a couple of chest crates that you can put in your player housing, and each house will be able to store 360 items. And now that will take up a furniture spot in your house. Okay, the chest will, not the items inside the chest. Also, customizable player skins for your look. So it kind of acts like a costume. So you can go and you can, actually create your own outfit with the available motifs that are in the game to cover the armor if you don't like the look of it. And but you'll have to know the motif to be able to use that said skin. Okay, really cool stuff. Really cool. Don't you think that's cool, Oren?
That is pretty badass, man.
That is pretty badass. Here is a couple little things. Now, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of references to necromancers. So, necromancer armor, necromancer, and I'm wondering, with the upcoming chapter this year, could we see dun, 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 the necromancer? What do you think, Warren?
Indeed, people have been dying to play it for
I'm getting
long?
teabagging thing. Oh, looky. It's a level 5 something. They want a duel? Probably not. I'm in Cyrodiil. But yeah, dude. So, are you in Cyrodiil?
Yeah, I'm in Cyrodiil.
Wow,
I'm
okay.
surprised you didn't notice that.
So yeah, there was a lot of hits. So there's 2 new dungeons, and it was kind of cool. They tried to walk through one. One's like a frozen thing. They got a new house. Like I said, I'm hoping on getting on PTS. I will be talking about some of the related patch notes and things on the link tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to a lot of the things that, and that was on one of my Christmas wish lists requested by players, was the housing storage. So 1 for 1 so far. Keep the thumbs up, man. We don't know. Zoss does like to listen to my Christmas wish list. Surprisingly, I'm actually pretty cool about that, man, when they listen to my Christmas wish list. So I'm pretty hyped about it most of the time. So anyways, so yeah, I got done watching the stream, and it was kind of cool too, Warren, because they were talking about templates too. So there's a new system for players that kind of help them, build more viable builds, right? And it was kind of cool because I was like, oh, that's pretty badass, considering, that, new players will be able to actually, kind of get this, whole idea of, where do I go from here? How do I build this skill up? And then on top of it, so they have like a Magicka build, for every class. Now this was the biggest, the one that really got me going was the biggest one was literally like, oh, okay, well, there's one for tanks, one for stamina DPS, one for Magicka DPS, one for healers, and I'm like, shut up, every class can play every role? That's amazing! You better repeat that for the min-max players! But they didn't, but, because everybody's like, not every class can play every role. And there it was. You know, they were like, oh, it's it's templated for, for beginner players to, kind of, get them more accustomed to the builds. And then on top of it, once for the more advanced players, like I've told my viewers, I always did like Templar last. Why? Because it's kind of a novice build, really. You can't fuck it up too bad. But all the other classes are a little bit more complex when you play those roles. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of awesome. I really loved it. So, and I was like, I'm really looking forward to maybe one day talking with Mike and them, about that. I'm hoping one day I can get around to it and they'll entertain my inquiry, just to kind of silence a lot of critics in this game. What, Nightblade, you don't like that haunting curse? What'd you think you were gonna do? Ambush me? They're like, get him now! Anyways, man, so it was really kind of cool, to like watch this. Because they had a webcam, and they were like, it's ESO Live After Dark. And I'm like, it's the naughty version. It's the naughty version of Elder Scrolls Live. And they were talking about, pants and stuff. It was kind of funny. Is that your stuff? I can hear you playing something, Warren. What are you playing, dude?
What was that?
I heard you playing something. It was kind of coming over the mic, dude.
It was my wife's phone.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, what is that, dude?
Her phone was going on. She's like, grab it!
But anyways, yeah, so it was kind of cool. Like I said, not the best quality, but they really wanted to get the info out there. So I'm kind of glad. I'm really glad that they went ahead and they did it. They figured a way to do it. It took an hour later. It was kind of like whatever. The chat line was the chat was kind of cool. And there's Doc. Welcome to ESO Daily, Doc. Guess what? You're going to be happy. The live stream of ESO just got done broadcasting. Well, player storage housing. It's official. How you feel about that, Duck?
Well, it sounds like I'm going to be spending more time at my house.
Yep. So there's a couple ways you're going to be able to get it. You can either buy them in the Crown Store. Oh, that's not the only way. Or you can use Master vouchers. The merchant vouchers. Or you can even get it through Telvar, which is kind of cool.
Other things we can buy with vouchers, Crown Store sounds expensive. Telvar?
Yeah, you can do Telvar.
I think I can grind the fuck out.
Yeah, we can definitely go into do some Telvar grinding for sure. But I'm glad because, they offered different ways of doing it. Whether or not you want to save time and just buy them direct, or you want to go ahead and farm them out, and it will take one spot. Oh, and guess what? Also, outfitting. So you'll be able to, every motif you on your character, you'll be able to customize an outfit versus looking at the armor or costume. It's based on motif style.
So basically, you can create your own costume.
Right, per character, but you'll have to know those motifs on that character for the style. Yeah. Well, it kind of makes it interesting, doesn't it? Because it's not like one character, it's like per, you know what I'm saying? So if you're going to do it, from my understanding anyways, you're going to, mind you, I'm going to go on PTS.
Good thing and fucked it up is what it sounds like to me.
Well, I mean, it's an option. It's not a requirement.
Typically, your crafter isn't
But like, say if you know Imperial and the Morlong Tog, that's automatically applied to all your characters in your account. What I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I said. It's not bad, you know. Yeah, now you'll be like, I want this dude to do it like this, so I'm gonna have to collect those motifs on that character.
It's fucking gay, dude.
I actually don't. I like it, dude. It's an option, you know what I'm saying? It can give a different look, and it applies in Cyrodiil.
Yeah, but it's not an option. It's only an option on your craft.
No, no. Well, no. On drop too, but it's based off motif. Meaning, like, say, like my non-crafter character, I can switch it, but I just have to know the style on that too, to make that outfit. You see what I'm saying?
Wait a second. You telling me that I can take my gear, put it on my crafter, switch it over, and then switch it back to my other character?
No, what I'm saying is, it's exactly like this. Is okay. Imagine you're wearing a drop set, and you don't like the drop set look, and you usually use like a costume, right? So instead of using the costume, you go to a crafting station, and you can take the motif style and change that look into that style.
So you can only do that on your craft.
No, you can do it on every tune, but that tune has to know that style to be able to make it look like that.
Only your crafters know that.
Well, but what I'm saying is, you know, you can collect the extra motifs on a tune and make them look like whatever.
Why the hell would I want to go through all that trouble? That is a lot of motif writing.
Well, not if you know the style you want them to look like. And there's actually another option too. So you can buy, well listen, you can buy the skins for gold. So it's say if you don't know the motif, right? You can actually buy the skin style for gold, even if you don't know the motif style. And then it's attached to that character.
So I need to spend in-game gold to buy these motifs that aren't really motifs?
Yeah, like, so, like, say, like, once again, you're on a non-crafter, right? And he doesn't know the style, right? But you want to go ahead and make him look a certain way. I love the friggin' Night Blades. You can go ahead and do that. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of cool, you know?
They're not like 10K a piece. I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out when it's back.
Either way, you know, I look at it like this. It's an option. You know? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It's better than having nothing. Right?
Well, I already don't have nothing. I've got plenty.
Whatever. Oh, and there's going to be a new character slot purchase coming up with this DLC.
Well, if there's not a new character, I get, well, cool.
Well, it's so you can experience the new level up system. So they have a new, like, scaling, like, level up for... And, oh, listen, okay. So they have these new things, kind of like templates, to help players, you know, make viable, go, like, through stamina, magicka, tank, and healer. For every class.
Okay.
Would you believe that? But, Doc, how is it going to offer... How are the classes going to offer a healer or, you know, a tank template when the other classes can't play those roles?
What?
It's for my trolls, Doc. You know I get trolled that, you know, about Sork healers, DK healers, so on and so forth.
Talking about noobs?
No, I'm talking about the vets
like people
that are noobs. The challenged players.
Oh, you mean like people who only have like one team?
No, well, I mean it is like for new. It's ideally for like a new player, right? But the whole idea is, I'm really hoping like a couple of the vets go check it out, because literally, dude, that's the one been the bad aspect of this game is like some of the toxic stuff that people like didn't want to believe, you know.
Talking about noobs?
I'm definitely talking about. I'm talking about more like nubs. Oh, there's a bunch of AD here. Don't come in here, Orin. Ah, I got stuck. That's bullshit. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm trying to streak the fuck out of there.
Is Orin PvPing right now?
Yeah, Orin's PvPing.
Oh, cool.
Definitely, and he's on a Magic Attune, which I never seen you on a Magic Attune ad there. Look at them; they're all teabagging me as usual.
Get that leveled up.
I don't know. Is this the Warden, Orin?
This is my warden.
It is his Warden.
My stamina.
And with the resto staff?
Yeah, I'm leveling the resto staff. It's just easier doing it in Cyrodiil.
I kind of, yeah, you know, I kind of see that. A little bit of survivability too.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good combo that I think works pretty well with the defilers and the mechanical acuity.
Okay, cool.
Teabagging. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the teabagging, the tea serving is heavy. AD likes to serve tea. You know, they have a queen after all. But yeah, no, I think it's cool. It's going to be on PTS Monday. I'm going to go ahead and submit a ticket for Gina and them. So hopefully they get a hold of, contact me to let me know and give me a thumbs up to make sure I can go ahead and stream the update Monday on PTS. Because I didn't get a confirmation. So, I don't know.
Yeah, you're talking about stuff I don't understand.
The new DLC. Oh, and Dragon, dude.
That part, but, like talking to Gina.
No, there's a new dungeon. The new dungeon has a dragon.
Well,
I actually threw a dragon into this.
They did!
I don't know. A lot of them look like dragons to me.
I'm not over there yet, Mystic.
Ah, don't worry about it, dude. Have you ever watched my fucking streams, dude? Like, I'm used to, like, getting chased down a lot. My pet.
You bastard.
They killed Kenny. Definitely do not throw the projectile at that dude. He's got wings. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can soar. No, I'm sorry.
Dude.
That was off key,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
let's hear it.
That one was way off key. I'm definitely not fucking R. Kelly. Typically, I don't even sound like that when I sing. Ugh. My daughter used to make me, put it this way, like, you know, I was younger, I did, like, certain shit, and, my daughter used to have me sing her In Sync. Let's put it that way, when I was, yeah, dude. No, I don't want to fucking sing it, and you don't want to hear it. No, she loved In Sync. And, we used to get her whatever, and one time my radio was whatever, and I played it, and she's like, oh my god, you sound just like him, and I'm like, no, we don't do whatever like that when I was younger. Like, we don't do that. And there for a minute, I was on the radio when I was younger, but we won't talk about that either. No, I'm not singing a friggin' In Sync song.
Why not?
Because are you a 4-year-old girl? Stop it, Tori. No, I don't even sing anymore. I'm way old. That was like 12 years ago. I've gotten that old man's voice now. Actually, I don't. I think my voice is pretty high pitched. A lot of people are like, "You sound like a 12-year-old." But I used to even do that whole little thing. Like, I used to do like the Michael Jackson stuff. Like, "Hi, I'm Michael Jackson," and you know, like a little higher pitch and stuff.
Hi, I'm Mike Tyson.
And I can't do Mike Tyson. Fuck no, I can't do Mike Tyson. I don't think Mike Tyson can do Mike Tyson. Oh, there you go. Definitely cannot do Mike Tyson. Nope, and nope. I can sing? Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You're so flipping sweet.
Dang it. I already at the
Yeah, I was in a studio, right, and I was on the radio, yay, at one time. No, we're not talking about that. It's all good.
Sounds like you're talking about it.
My daughter is beside me bringing it up because I brought it up. Because I was singing fucking R. Kelly. Which I can't sing R. Kelly anyways. That's a tank with 60k health. Forget that. I'm not fucking with him. Pull back, pull back.
Wow, that's a lot of blue there.
Yeah. Shield. No, out there. Ow. Oh my god, I just got ripped. Oh my god. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was super a lot. I'll take it. It's not going to work. I'm going to die a lot. So, like, since we're on the topic, I mean, I think we all here grew up, like, in the 90s, right? Like, 80s, 90s?
80s, not the 90s.
Like, well, I'm saying, like, mid-80s. You're definitely not a, like, early 80s person, Oren, right?
Nah, I'm a late 80s man.
Late 80s, right, okay. So, like, you know, I grew up and I had that little, the rock stuff that went on when we were young. You know what I'm saying? Then rap kind of got, you know, really popular. So I had all of that, like, you know, different, you know, music type background. You know, what we all did for, you know, music back then, which was kind of nice. I liked it because we had all those different rock stages, like, you know, the grunge, the punk. You know what I'm saying? Which was, like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all that different, you know, stuff when I was young.
I am not lasting. I didn't expect to last.
Where are we at?
I am currently at... Oh!
You're currently dead.
I am currently dead. I'll throw you an invite, Duck. Telling you, man. I'm telling you. I turn around and I die. But like Linkin Park, like when Linkin Park came out, I was like a huge like fan of Linkin Park because it had that kind of merger of the rock and the rap and all that stuff, you know? Really, really liked it. What are you on today there, Duck? Dude, so I was on the Stamsork earlier, you know, and I'm trying to get more accustomed to resource management on my my Stamsork, because, you know, that's kind of one of my downsides with like non-Nightblade, you know, whatever. It's like resource management, and it wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty, Duck. So did you just get on?
Yeah, that's some dope shit.
ESO for life. I love the name.
What?
This player.
Oh.
He wins just because of his name. Yep, wins by default. ESO for life. internet is doing some funky stuff. So I'm losing connectivity issues on the stream. So could be that new neutrality thing. This is what I was talking about with the little level 47s. So, have you ever seen that? Have you seen that, Duck? Players that stay at a low level use their champion points and use that boost stat.
I haven't seen it for a while. I was suspecting that they actually got a nerf, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just bumped into it right now. Just now. Hey, Tori, can you hand me my phone right there for me? I want to check out the comments. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Just happened. I was like, man, they really need to fix that. I mean, I get it. It's to keep them competitive, but when they know how, you know, that stat boost works, it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, it still scales up a little whatever, but...
Are we being sieged here?
Unfortunate. Okay, I need to pause that. Okay, here, let's check this out. If any one of your characters know the motif, motifs are now shared between tunes. Oh, thank you. Okay, so DP says that it's shared, so you can change the way of the weapons and that. So that's kind of cool. So it is. What's up, Mystic? What's up, Mustang? Just join your thoughts on the patch notes. Yeah. Are the patch notes out? Boom! Oh, Cyanide's in the house. What's up, Zy? What's up, my boy? I leveled my Stam DK. Do you think Draugr King for PvP would work? Draugr is great. Love Draugr. Especially on DK. You know, it's great. Everything you know is basically like on my Stam. I actually took like Slime Crawl, which I've never used before because of that minor brutality. So any type of stat you don't have either on your bar or in your pack. Oh my god, the lag. But literally, that's kind of cool though. So if all the motifs are shared between all your tunes, now you're going to be able to do it. So that's cool. So that saves your complaint, right?
Yes. And then some. I actually unlocked a bunch of motifs.
Well, and especially because you had two crafters.
Yeah. So yeah, they're sharing motifs. Yeah, that's like half the grind right there. Well,
Cool. Yeah, I love the whole idea. I love the concept. I think what the devs brought was pretty badass. Once again, I'm always impressed with the content that the devs, you know, implement. Was thinking about pairing that with Spriggans. Does anyone know if 7 Legion is broke, meaning you get the weapon damage at all times? It's not broke. We were trying to use 7th Legion. I was trying to, like, I have 7th Legion. I was trying to use it in a couple build configurations. The proc wasn't up all the time. Well, I mean, so I didn't like it. I personally was not a fan of the 7th Legion. Some people swear by it. I did not like it at all. I was not sold on it. I was like, not for what I was trying to do with the build. I was like, I'll just pass. I was trying to work something with a build with like a tank hybrid build, but literally was not impressed whatsoever. How did I get a double stun? I just got a double stun. Didn't that happen to you the other day, Duck?
yeah, well,
How in the hell does that happen? Okay, I'm gonna weave up here. So I was supposed to do a trial tonight, Duck. That got a little postponed due to the conflicting interest with one of the little situations that you're aware of in our guild. But one of the guild people was really good about it and was like, we're gonna get you. We're gonna do one with you on Saturday. Mystic with that one, and I'm like, oh, whatever. I mean, I don't care. You know, but it was kind of cool because, you know, it's one thing I love about the guild leaders in the guild. You know, they definitely communicate. But initially, I was supposed to be in that trial tonight.
side.
Yep.
Well, that was fast.
It's like they know, like, we're all going up the stairs. Hit the ultimates now.
That's when you should play it.
I don't. I go up without the fucking group. I'm like, poof, take off.
Oh,
Quit marking
there
me,
he is.
dick.
Yeah, I'm going to check the score. Has anybody seen the score yet?
No, I haven't checked it yet.
Oh, it
Nobody-
flipped on us, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it flipped. Afternoon, guys. What have I missed? Not much, Panther. Hey, what's up? We're talking about ESO Live. So ESO Live just got done. So they had some technical difficulties, but, you know, Mike, Rich, Gina, and Jessica and the whole team, you know, did what they could to make it happen. Unfortunately, it was a webcam broadcast, so the quality was kind of shoddy, but they were able to get the information out, which was a big thumbs up. So it's going to be live on the DLC will be live on Monday on PTS. Some really cool changes. Go check it out. It was really badass. And one of the biggest things that I really enjoyed at the moment, they kind of hinted on with all the necromancy type theme stuff. So, like, one of the outfits is necromancy something, and another thing was necromancy. So it said, like, necromancy, like, 3 times in the cast. And I'm thinking to myself, could this be a hint of an upcoming class? Duck, any thoughts?
No,
No.
that's Gooch's fucking...
Well, I want to ask you, what do you think if they were to bring out necromancy? Let's get Gooch in here. I'm going to invite Gooch in here. Let's get him. He's probably going to hate me. Let's get him in. Let's get him in here. He better be popping in on the stream.
Did you really defeat the Daedra already?
I want his opinion. What do you think, though? If they were to come out with necromancy, what'd you think about it? I posted about necromancy predictions a few weeks ago on the forums. Right, dude. I am telling you, dude, I would be pumped. I upset some people, but others were pumped. Dude, I would love it. I would love necromancy. We need necro so I can shit myself on live streams, right, dude? Like, dude, I think it would be badass. Like, the tanking, you could do like something like you could with the Sorks, like, you know, with like, you know, like taunting with pets and stuff, and then you could also, you know, sacrifice, you know, a portion of your vitality to heal for a healer build. You can summon golems and everything, and flesh astronauts and undead and control undead, all sorts of stuff. I think that would be badass.
You're not really the Scarlet Judge. You're not even wearing red.
Who?
Yeah. Radiant Judge, come back here.
Where are we going and what are we doing? So DC just took this over. We got stuff at BRK. Let's take the transit. I would love it, personally, and I wish Gooch would get his butt in here so we could talk about it really quick. Because he was the one, like you mentioned, he was the one that was all pumped up. Played EQ1 since day one. Played it for 7 to 8 years solid. Necros are life, if that counts. Well, Raising Dead life. Right. Okay, so you played EQ1. Now, Zai, I have to ask you, man. I have to ask you. From one MMOer to another, what would you think if this community did have a linear lockout system? How do you think the supposed min-maxers or elite players would respond to that? If they knew what lockouts were and all that shit. I would love to hear your opinion on it, because I always tell people this game is way more flexible and they give us a lot. They give us a lot in this game. Love the Necros. I love Necros. So, I mean, what do you think, Zach? If this game had lockouts, like, remember in EQ 1 didn't have lockouts, really. But we used to have to traverse dungeons because they were instants in EQ 1. You play EQ 1, Orin?
Yep. This is my first Elder Scrolls game.
Never played Evercrack? It was really cool. But, you know, you'd had to traverse, and then you get down there and people were farming everything. They would finally finish a trial rather than resting every time they need a diaper change. A diaper change. 100 runs, 1 completion with a high score, 99 reset. Boo. Right. Dude, I don't think this community could handle something like that. That's the funny thing about it. Like, I don't really think, like, everybody complains about RNG, and I know RNG can be an issue, and, you know, Clockwork City has kind of resolved some of that issues, you know, of the tedious farming. But, like, I feel like the devs try to make everything as more laid back for the player base, and, you know, to play the content, just to get to the content. You know, if you want to do the lore, it's there. If you want to go ahead and do the dungeons to acquire the sets, it's there. If you want to go ahead and collect motifs, it's there. Everything's, you know, they give us the accessibility. I used to love the dungeon progression. Get keys from completions, get a quest after big dungeon complete, then get access to trial from progression through the content. Very old school, but it worked. ESO is casual friendly while being challenged at the same time. Yeah, exactly. It's you know, but it's not like hardcore, you know, like what we're accustomed to. But Duology, your thoughts, man. You need to be in here so you can talk. You need to be in here to talk about if they come out with a necromancer class, because you were the one that was really pumped up about necromancy. I used to like opening areas in ESO 2 from Quest. Yeah, I liked it. I tried to actually swim across one of the continents before the Codwell Silver. It didn't fare so well for me. I'm trying to, you know, see if I could do it. You know, Scutterfish kind of like chewed me up. What Mimi build are you running at the moment? Mimi build? I don't you run Mimi builds.
I don't even know what Mimi means.
Nah, it's whatever. There are, I don't run Mimi build, and I don't run cookie cutters. I don't cookie anything. There are things that could be improved so far as progression in the game is concerned. Amazing content, amazing game, but I would like some progression-based stuff too. You know, that's the funny thing. Like trials. I think trials are good, but it, like, you know, what incentivizes me to do a trial, right? I mean, that's the thing. And everybody's usually like, gear should incentivize you to do trial. I'm like, not so much in this game. I can find ways around, like, the math. Like, you know, the math, I play very, you know, very specific, you know, close margin to the math. And it's not enough to, like, I'll do it to get it if I want it, you know, and get my gold and whatever. But it's not enough to incentivize me, to keep me motivated, I guess you'd say. And I was like, there needs to be some sort of incentive or progression to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? You know, we should have, PvP should have its own monster sets. Separate the game. Separate the game. You know, I know PvPers who don't want to PvE. I know PvEers who don't want to PvP. I know people who want to do progression. Make monster trial sets. That to me would incentivize it. Like, okay, well now, not only am I getting a trial set, but there's a monster set that's, you know, added to that trial set. Hello? Why not? You know, and I thought that was kind of badass idea. How do you complete Codwell Silver? I did all the main story quests for the 3 factions, but can't turn it in. Once you complete the main story line, you'll get a little thing from Codwell. That's the way it used to be. I mean, you know, when you did it, and then all of a sudden, when you do it, it'll once you complete it all and you talk to Codwell in the harbor, the harborage, then it'll give you the completion. I think the scoreboard ruins the impact of new player completing a trial. They are not congratulated for the completion like they should be, rather judged by a score. I agree, man. Difficult to balance, though. I want to kill a player, res him, then command him to help me beat the shit out of his body. You're sick, Uology. I have that, but can't turn it in. I'd submit a ticket, Mustang. Maybe maybe something's bugged up. That doesn't sound right. If you've done them all and you've talked to Codwell, it should turn in. If you can't, that's a bug. Raising a whole dead Zerg, seeing an army of skeletons running to the castle, right? That would be badass. Do I have to complete all the quests for the factions? Yes. Yeah, you have to do all the main storylines in each zone for Codwell Silver. I want a mammoth mount. You know, the funny thing is, they were talking about that in the chat, Zai. I didn't know if you were actually there, but they were talking about that. Look, I'm talking, and there's a whole friggin' shit going on. I'm a dead man. They're like, kill. I can't catch a break. I can't. Oh my God. Oh, they love me. God, they love me in here. But, you know, I think the scoreboard is an issue. Excuse me. I get the idea behind the incentive of the scoreboard. Okay, so you get a scoreboard, right? Well, if you do the vet, upon vet doing the weekly, you get an additional mail for a gold piece. So I get the incentive. But they try to make it competitive, but to me, it's not competitive. I mean, even if you rank, like, what's the perk? Like, I don't get it. It's hard for me to do that. Like, you know, we used to have these things called server first. I'm sure everybody's heard of server first, right? Maybe you not, Duck. Have you ever heard of server first? You have, Oren. I mean, come on. You played MMOs where you've heard of server firsts.
I'm trying to remember where I've heard that term. It's not unfamiliar.
I don't want PvP.
Okay, so basically the game has an incentive for players who accomplish something for the first time out of all the other players. So basically on the board,
oh, I see. Yeah, I know.
Your name is permanently engraved in the game as being the first person to have complete or obtained said item. Which I had in other games. Rift was a game that I had a couple of server first, which was really cool.
I don't know if I like
Cool. Well, it was just like, you know, a way of saying, you know, I am badass. I am all that. It wasn't a leaderboard. It was permanently engraved, like forever engraved into the game. You know what I'm saying? You were like, you know, and when people looked it up and it's like, oh my God, he got the weapon of dragon's puke. And look, Mysticraven was the first to get the sword of dragon puke. And you're like, it was forever, ever engraved. Like you were the first to do it.
No, sounds like somebody's calling me.
Dragon's puke will always be there, and you will be forever announced as the dragon's puke's obtainer. You know. Fellow Sorky.
I think I'm done with the rest of the staff. Seeming off.
Nice. Let's see what he got me for. I like looking at some of the shit. Incap was nice. The Beladreth procced. That couldn't be my build. No fucking way was that. The only thing it's missing is the one, but that's pretty much like the build I run on my Stand Blade. I remember when I did that for the first time, the proc dot and drop. That was huge. It got thousands of views. It got so many views. Dude, I'm pumped more Tyrant than you know about this next update. Ooh, that would be cool, but the mammoth huge. They were talking about it. They were talking about cow mounts too. Don't get started. Could you imagine a cow mount? I've been asking them for 1 week, and I wanted to headbutt down a door, a keep door. Animal siege weapons, yes. Oh my God, mounted combat, right?
Pole arms.
Yeah, jousting. Let's go. Jumanji the shit out of Cyrodiil on combat rhinos and mammoths. Dude, that would be scary. Could you imagine those things being armored up? Like, oh my God.
I feel like I've already commented on this subject.
Is it just me, or was anyone expecting the warden to be more of a pet class? I mean, I get it's supposed to be, but yeah, it's. I wanted more frost out of the warden. I know me and Edie had talked about the disappointment with the lack of the cold damage abilities for Mag Warden, who was disappointed back in the day when Jumanji board game came out and was nothing like the movie. Okay, people, I'm out. Got to go do some stuff. Keep up the good work, man, and everyone sub to ESO Daily. Thank you, Zai. If you guys ain't sub, go check out Zionite. Hit that sub button. That's my dude for life. Can y'all imagine people being able to snipe while riding on a bear? Oh my gosh. That would be so cool, though.
Everything in ESO. No, it wouldn't be cool.
Mounted combat. And that would give purpose to the other caltrops to reduce their mount speed. Because who uses the other caltrops to reduce mount speed? Who? Because as soon as you get hit, you get there's a chance you get demounted. Right? It's not like you're going to like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah, well, it's going to change how you ride your mount. Save all the damage, make sure you stay mounted. And then, yeah, when you want to fucking get out of it, just sprint away. You're still on your mount. When you come back, and then you're forever mounted, you're moving way faster than everyone else. And so now everybody's mounted. Nobody's playing.
Yeah. Dude, I'm serious, man. I'm like, you know, sometimes you think about this stuff and you're like, wow, you know, that's a whole different perspective. You know?
And yeah, and then like half your abilities are useless. Who's doing such training and stuff?
Yeah. But I think, like, if you add new skill lines, especially, you know, like pole arms or like spears, that could change things up. I'm not saying they're ever going to put mounted combat in the game. I mean, let's be practical. The way the engine's designed, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would be an undertaking for the devs, to say the least. That Templar's going to purge all my shit. I hate when Templars do that. He didn't. Why didn't he purge my haunting curse?
On mounted combat.
But I mean, if there was something like that in the game, do you think it would kind of, you know, be, you know, set up a different scenario between ground combat and mounted combat?
If you want to do mounted combat, then you can do like a battlegrounds mounted combat, basically.
Like keep it separate, is what you're saying.
Yeah, keep that out of Cyrodiil.
You keep it out of Cyrodiil, kind of like dueling.
This kind of reminds me of this one time somebody was like telling me that I really like this game, but I think it'd be really cool if it was like more futuristic. And,
what?
Like, lightsabers and stuff, and I'm like, you talking about Star Wars, dude? yeah, like Star Wars, except in this game. I'm like, why don't you just go get Star Wars?
I didn't like KOTOR. I was so disappointed with KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic.
Star Wars MMO.
It was actually based off of the first, you know, ideal, like the popular console game, and then they had SWG. Well, that's a whole long story. I don't want to get into all of it. I used to, you know, play SWG. I tested for SOE multiple occasions, and then they go ahead and they poached me. They took my Star Wars Galaxies from me, and then I was forced to play like this crap ass version of Star Wars. Well, you're gonna have to get me before that actually does anything. Okay, sit pretty. Double finisher. 2 surprise attacks, 2 night blades. Close in damage. One got the killer blade on me though for 15k. Go back. Yellows are here already at the resources. It sucks to be EP tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks to be EP every night, right, Doc? Let's check the score out real quick. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, it was quite embarrassing. It was like,
Dude, listen to this.
I remember saying something about it.
For like
Arius is
almost
flagged. I got to Arius.
500 difference between the lead and AD at the moment. Now I'm kind of curious at the map. Jesus, AD. Oh my God, AD. Oh my God. They're fucking up so bad. They're so used to chasing red, dude. It looks horrible. It looks bad. Okay.
Well, looks bad.
The map. I wanted to try your Asunder DK build, but I cannot get as much damage as my friends. Well, you're definitely fucking up there, Polly, with rotation. People acting like Laegos from Lord of the Kings. Plus, introduce dismount abilities. Yeah, that would be really badass. Have mounted class specs if they were to introduce it. Mag Sorks for the win, Mystic. Thank you, thank you. Allow me to trigger the chat. Star Wars is overrated. Right, it is. It sucked. The Knights of the Republic just were terrible. AD, we terrible lately. It's bad, dude. It is so bad. BRK might get hit resources. Yeah, I just seen that. That's why I came back. I was like, fuck this, you know. But I didn't have much of a choice anyways. Everything's kind of locked out. But yeah, I can tell Polly here's a whatever. Funny thing is, like my Asunder build. So I came out with that Stam DK build. Hey, Wicked, I'm on ESO Daily. Welcome to the show. I don't know if they can hear you. If you want them to hear you, you need to go in your settings and make sure that you have that unlocked. Okay, well, welcome to ESO Daily. Everybody, this is one of my raid leaders, Wicked. And everybody say hi to her.
Hello.
So I just got done watching the ESO live stream since I was not a part of the trial run tonight. How did it go? Which trial did you guys do? You're still getting people used to the mechanics? Right. So you're still trying to get people accustomed to all of it. Now, did you guys up it up on normal a little bit with 2 bosses this time, Wicked? Or got you. You guys do a really good job of that, Wicked. Do a really good job of trying to get people, more familiar with the technical aspects. Excuse me. And I'm actually glad you came to the show, Wicked. So, I just kind of want your thought process. So, when it comes to like getting players ready for trials, right? I mean, do you feel the leaderboard, in comparison to bet, is an incentive for players, or more of a basically like a downside to the game? Instead of praising them for their accomplishment, it's basically saying you're not good because you didn't score high enough. Mm-hmm. By the way, did Maverick DPS tonight? Did he use the 5-piece infal build? Okay, I was kind of curious to see how that went with the damage, you know, the applied effect being constant for you guys. So if he ever runs that, please let me know. If he ever uses that on his DPS, because I always tell people, like, that's a constant. You know, there's no question about it. You know, I mean, it's you know, the uptime's going to be 100% throughout the rotation. So that's why I was like, and it's kind of sad because, you know, a lot of people configure their builds different, and to me, each their own, so long as they get the job done. And that's one thing I like about the guild and joining it. You know, trying to get you help them with the viable builds, but also, you know, you're not so quick to, you know, bar swap, dismiss anything specific. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of a nice factor as well. And I'm really enjoying that about the guild, you know, and not to take away from the people I have ran trials with, you know, or anything like that. So I'm definitely not wanting to dismiss, but it's kind of refreshing, you know, because you got to experience my DK tank, you know, in a vet run, and afterwards you were like, whoa, okay. You know, and I think a lot of players, you know, just are misinformed in certain aspects. And like I said, I've really enjoyed meeting the guild members, the guild leaders, rolling trials with you guys so far. And, you know, it's been pretty positive. So I do want to, you know, say thank you. It's been refreshing, to say the least. Are you PvPing too? Okay, now I do have to pick up my daughter here in a little bit, so I will be cutting the stream, but I'll actually be inviting you, and then I'll throw you the lead, because she gets off at 10, so... Okay, so let me throw you an invite. Everybody's chasing this dude. I wish Uology would come in the chat. Like, he was in the post, but... like, he never actually stops in on the voice chat of the show. So I'm like, oh my god. Now, here's another question I had. Now, are you guys doing Hellraw? Hellraw's the vet this week. Did you know that? Alright, the weekly? Oh, do you know which vet? Oh, is he doing the trial now? And like I said, thank you for being so patient too, and being kind of understanding about all that wicked. You know, I won't get into details on the show or anything, but I do appreciate you messaging me earlier. You know, giving me the heads up and things like that. Right. You know, I appreciate it. I literally appreciate it. Like, you know, everything. Oh wait, there's more that just came in here. Well, that's not very fair. See, I should have had them mold pots. I don't play competitive enough in Cyrodiil, and I typically don't give a shit. Does that make sense? Like, if I get competitive in Cyrodiil, And I think a lot of people, like, when I stream, they, like, think, well, you know, you suck and whatever. I get a lot of people, whatever. More people are more competitive, and they want to be whatever, like, badasses and stuff. Like, but, like, I don't use, like, in my emote pots, right? I mean, I should, but I don't, right? Because, you know, fucking shit costs fucking... Go fucking farming for 2 hours for reagents, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, shit, man. I just blew that off in an hour in Cyrodiil and in the emote pots. You know? Then drains. I use drains. Have you ever used the drains, Wicked? Oh, really? Do you like getting hit with the drain? No. They're pretty nasty. Duck, you ran drains, though, before on a build, haven't you?
Yeah, I run drains on my tank.
On your tank?
Yeah.
Drains are nasty. They're nasty. You get hit with drains, it's like... It's just nasty. It's very, very foul. It's like, it's gross to get hit with drains.
Oh. Alright.
I hate... Oh, it's fine. I got like 20 minutes. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. So, Oren, how do you feel coming back into Cyrodiil? It's changed a little bit. I mean, the gameplay.
I like the fact that they removed the doors off the towers.
No, dude, they had to with Vicious Death. They had to. They didn't have a choice. Vicious Death brought a whole new meaning to tower farming when the doors were implemented. You know? Like, literally, dude. Like, people were, like, getting fucked up. Don't mind me, guys. I'm running right past you. So I can get in the keep. That's actually probably one of the first times I actually had, like, a couple people in my group while PvPing. And while I'm streaming. Typically, I do all this by myself. Just kind of go with the flow. You know? Touch and go type play. I don't know if they're inside. Anybody in the keep?
Which keep are we referring to?
Well, the one you're in.
No, I don't think they're inside yet.
Well, they're in the inner wall.
They're in the inner. They're not in the inner keep. They're in the outer. They're inside the courtyard.
That's okay. I'm gonna bank up everything for when they hit the inner. I have no oil pots on me. Come on. I need a weave. Thank you. Just give me a little more. See, that's where emote pots come in handy. Fucking people ceasing with spears and all sorts of nasty shit. Getting knocked off by a fucking spear. Okay. I got it banked. I'm gonna play this one a little bit smarter. Getting ready for that door to open. Because when it does, that's when the shit's gonna hit the floor. Fucking Templars, man. Just need a little bit more. Open up that door, man. Open up that door. Yep. I want him to open it. Believe it. Actually. God dang it. Can you get me up, Warren? I'm right beside you.
Oh,
They
it's
just
red
spam
box.
lethal fucking arrow. Hurry, 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 now, now, now! Hurry, hurry! Before they get in, hurry! No, 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 no! 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 Dude, they're stream stalking! Get me up, Warren, before they're fucking paying attention over there on the back end of my stream! They're trying to keep me down because I got death on them! Block me! Dude! They keep sniping me from that back, man. Boom!
Ah, they finally got me.
What's up, dude?
God dang it. I got a few, but wasn't enough. Well, Wicked was here. I got a vicious death. Damn it. What the
They got a 10
fuck,
outside.
man? Huh?
They got a 10 outside.
Oh, I didn't take it. It's a loss. That's a scrub.
Yeah, I took it. So
That's a washout, man. What happened to Wicked? She came in and then whatever. Let me see. She was just here. I think she's doing that bet.
Gee willikers.
Gee willikers. I think she went to go do that bet trial. I mean, it's Hellraw. Hellraw's like pretty easy, you know. As long as you got a good group. It's weekly.
Going the wrong way.
I'm going the wrong way.
I don't know.
I was regrouping.
I gotta help coach the guild on vet I'll be coming back to Cyrodiil though. Oh, okay. So she's working with somebody, some of them on a vet trial, I guess. I don't know which one. Besides, I miss you and Duck. She misses us, Duck. I like playing with them. It's kind of cool.
Oh, I thought there was a 10 over here. What the fuck? Whatever.
It's already gone, man. That whole shit is like scrub, dude. Now we got fucking blues down our back door on our on BRK. Let me check the time. I got a few more minutes. But literally, dude, Cyrodiil looks like shit. And then let's look over the score. 51 and 59. So AD definitely has a lot of potential for growth in this, so it's a reset. But Daggerfall's just back ending them like left and right. I don't blame him. I think it's Daggerfall's time. AD's been running the roost as of lately, and I think Daggerfall kind of sees it. Like not the Green Alliance, but like some of the core players have finally come to realize it's not our best interest to align with AD, because at the end AD wants to win every campaign. You know what I'm saying? So they use AD to push us. Once AD pushes us, they realize, okay, AD's pushing EP. Now that allows us to backdoor them like they've been doing to us the entire fucking time, you know? Which they're getting a little smarter about doing that, because that's what AD always did. AD would always wait until DC would push on us, so they would there was double side pressure on EP, and then take, you know, the smaller forces and backdoor, you know, DC keeps, right? Made sense. And now I think a lot of players are realizing that. Now if players would start realizing what the Green Alliance is really about, and some of the bullshit that's associated in Cyrodiil, I think that would make the gameplay a lot better. You know what I'm saying? They need to get rid of this crap twinking crap. I give it up to them, though. They played it right. They, you know, they kited to a point, turning around, making the effort. Looked good. We got DC right at the front door. Okay, those dudes are taken care of. Big old mess over here. God. Ooh, it's a lot.
Oh shit! Look at him.
God dang it. Come on. Can I? Lag, man. I'm not even, like, by the time I'm even dropping, they're dead. Before I could get a drop off. That's a tank.
Where's the tank? I need to weave up.
Well, he's dead. Too late. Now. Fucking delay.
Yeah, it's seeming awfully glitchy on my end tonight.
Yeah, it's really
Maybe
bad.
it's just me. Seems like people I'm playing against don't seem to have a problem with it though.
Pretty good.
Why are you spamming that? Thank you. I like healers.
Now, see, if AD was smart, they'd be backdooring case DC right now. I guarantee you, guess what they're doing? How much you want to bet they're trying to fuck it with us with Arius or our back keeps? You want to take that bet, Andy?
What?
How much you want to bet
Thanks,
instead of
guess
fucking
one
with
more,
DC and taking the back keeps, they're fucking with the fucking, you know, trying to fuck with Arius and shit. How much you want to bet?
It looks like... Oh, yellow? They are. They got the resources and they got flag.
At Arius? Go figure. God, I'm psychic. They're fucking... They lack intelligence, man. And then everybody wants to know why I cut on them. I'm not cutting on their skills. I'm fucking cutting on their competence, man. You know what I'm saying? I like literally, like I'm like literally cutting on their competence as as players. Because as I'm looking at this map, they're being stupid. Right now, well, they actually did take Nickel, and they did take Ash. So they are actually working. Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. That's on us. But literally, dude. Yeah, AD's starting to work it. But going for Arius, nah, it's kind of a questionable. That's a little questionable, I believe. What time is it?
Bro.
Well, make your guys' way down here.
Ditching that out.
Make your way down here. Shit. All right, I'm going to cut the stream, guys. If anybody wants to, go check out the ESO Live. Like I said, it's going to be saved. Not really good quality. All right, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But very informative information nonetheless. I do want to thank once again Rich, Mike, Jessica, Gina, and the crew for getting it done. BRK might be getting hit resources right. I'm so happy that we'll be able to run dagger axe combo but use transmogs right. It's so badass. I really like some of your voice is awful. Adidas, bro. Okay, well here, let me help you. Okay. Hey, I'm back. Had to put the kids to bed. Oh, I definitely understand. Panther, definitely. But honestly, good information, solid information in there. Go check it out. Go check out ESO live stream today. Really, you know, considering all the technical aspects that they had to endure, they got it done. They got the information out there. Once again, thank you. I'm going to be on PTS tomorrow for a custom build. So all my sponsors, I have one sponsor I'm going to be working with the build tomorrow. So if you are a sponsor and you want me to do a build, like trying to figure out a build configuration for you, I'll be on the PTS tomorrow to do that. And also I will be going over after that episode, another episode over the patch reviews, my thoughts, and what I think about all these changes. So stay tuned. I'll be bringing that to you guys tomorrow. I'm Mysticraven, the ESO Daily. Thank you for watching, and once again and always, have a nice day.